Hello booktube, my name is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Before I begin, I just want to say it has been like, and excuse my language, but it's just been a really shitty week in America. And yeah, and I don't want to get political on my channel. I am not here. That's not why I have a channel, and that's not what I want to talk about. I just have like, well, at least one semi-silly thing to talk about today, and I don't want anyone to think that I am oblivious to what is going on. Very aware. Unfortunately, until our lawmakers are willing to make some radical changes, the kinds of things are just going to continue to happen. So I guess I just wanted to preface that because, like I said, I'm here to talk to you about books, and I have, oh man, the theme of my Memorial Day weekend is reading and weeding. So that is what I will be focused on this weekend. I have Monday off. I'm so glad. It's been a miserable week. And I think that's true for most of us in America. I mean, we don't want to see these things happening, and many of us grew up at a time when these things never happened. They were so unheard of. I don't want to go down that political path, but I just want to say, like, I mean, my heart has been just totally broken this week. And I want to talk to you about books. So I hope we can like talk about that, and maybe for a few minutes think about some other things. It's not that I've been reading super happy books lately either, but I have been on a mission to read the 4 books that I said I was going to read in 2021, and I did not. So I did finish one. Oh gosh, I think it was last weekend. This is Lawrence Hill, The Book of Negroes, and in America it was called Someone Knows My Name. I don't like the titles for either of for this book either way. I mean, the Book of Negroes is an actual document. And it's very cool. Lawrence Hill has references in the back to where you can go online and actually see parts of the Book of Negroes. But Lawrence Hill is a biracial Canadian author, and back when we lived in Montana, one of our friends just raved to us about this, and so yeah, so I've been wanting to read it for at least 12 years, if not longer. And so I finally did. This story has an incredible female protagonist. Her name is Amanita, and it actually starts with her growing up in Africa and then being stolen and sold into slavery and sold again in slavery, and then trying to escape. There was a group of I think primarily African Americans who went to Nova Scotia because they were told they were going to be given free land, which of course they had no idea what the climate was going to be like, and of course they were not given their land. So anyway, she just has this incredible journey that we see, you know, her life, and I think he really should have named the book after her, Amanita. Like, that would have been a great title, like just her name. Because I think, you know, like, while the Book of Negroes is part of the book, and the whole idea of someone knowing your name is a very powerful theme in the book. I find that very forgettable, and the Book of Negroes is really a very small portion of of the whole thing. So I gave this book 3 stars on Goodreads, which I kind of felt bad about. Like, it's really more like 3.5. I blazed through like the second half of it. I'm not really sure why, but I was just able to fly through it. So I'm generally a pretty slow reader, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time. So anyway, I feel so good to have this book read. It will go back on our bookshelves, and hopefully Jason will get a chance to read it at some point. But anyway, so I finished that, and then I've been on a mission, you guys, to read The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. This is a reread for me because it's a Pulitzer winner, and I decided last year in June that I was going to reread 5, I think it was 5 Pulitzers, and this is one of them. And it was really slow for me at first, and now I'm loving it. I don't want to say too much because I do want to make a review video of this book, so I will hold on to that. But I am just really, really, really hoping that I can finish this book this weekend. In the meantime, so once I finished the Book of Negroes, even though I was still reading Cavalier and Clay, I also started reading The Women's Room by Marilyn French. And this is supposed to be, rediscover the watershed book that changed the world. So the back of the book says, a biting social commentary on an emotional world gone silently haywire. The Women's Room was in its time a modern allegorical novel that offered piercing insight into the social norms accepted so blindly and revered so completely. The Women's Room questions those accepted norms and poignantly examines the world of hopeful believers looking for new truth. I want to read this book. I'm excited about it. It is super, super dense. There's just not a lot of, there's not a lot of white space in this one. So I have started it, but I just haven't gotten very far. So if I somehow manage to finish Cavalier and Clay, I will delve more deeply into this one, and then I just will have one book left from 2021 that I said I was going to read. In the meantime, I am still reading American Primitive by Mary Oliver. I'm telling you guys, like, the world was just calling me to read something by Mary Oliver. I was saving this for the Book Naturalist Club, and now I'm like, I guess I'll just find something else for that. I don't know, by Mary Oliver. But these poems are so beautiful. I feel like this poetry collection, I'm on page 21 or something like that. So, but I mean, it's still very much focused on nature, and they're just really, really great poems. Wow. So I may end up making a video about this. This is great. I am really enjoying this. And of course, I am falling behind, not too much, just a little bit, in my Shakespeare for every day of the year. So definitely want to get caught up on this this weekend as well, because to fall behind in one of these something for every day of the year, it just gets really difficult to catch up. So I'm gonna get there. I keep reading things that I'm like, oh, I wish I could have shared that with my channel on that particular day. And so ideally I'd like to be able to read like a month ahead so that I would know what was coming, but I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. So, and finally, I wanted to talk to you guys about summer reading. Oh, I love summer reading. Summer reading should not just be for kids. That's not fair. Adults should get to have that silly kind of fun too. So I am hoping to make a video. I made a video last year, and I'll link it down below. It was about summer reading, and I had like a picnic theme. I think I filmed it in the backyard. So I want to do another kind of fake crate that has a summer reading theme, but I haven't decided yet. So if you have any summer reading theme ideas, please feel free to let me know down below. I will be participating in my local library's summer reading program, but it's basically just keeping track of how many minutes you read every day using an app on your phone. The goal is to read at least 20 minutes a day. So it's good. It really kind of gets you into a discipline and a rhythm. The prizes are so lame, you guys. I mean, I did get an amazing, well, I'm hoping it's going to be amazing book. I still haven't read it yet. Last year, that was like the second prize, but the first prize and the third prize were just junk. And I don't know what the deal was that. But I was watching Heather at Soggy Expat Book Nerd, and she was talking about the summer reading program in Seattle. Now, Heather, if you're not familiar with her channel, actually lives in Wales, but she's from Seattle. And so she was on their website, and they have this like cute, super cute bingo card. And I think in Seattle, like if you manage to get like either like a row across, diagonal, that sort of thing, you know, even just like something along those lines. So then you get a prize, or you can do all of the prompts. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have books for all of these prompts. So the idea that I could possibly, by the end of August or even Labor Day, have read something that meets all these prompts is very challenging. But I just thought it would be fun to add to my reading 20 minutes a day, just to have something to see, like how many of these from the books I'm already going to be reading will meet any of these prompts. I did cheat a little tiny bit, you guys. So this box in the top corner here, it was related to, you know, like a Seattle author or Seattle, like someone who was speaking at the Seattle Arts and Lectures or something along those, Seattle Arts and Lectures series. So you had to read something by one of those authors. Well, that isn't really relevant. And then this one right here next to the free space, it was like basically reading about healthcare or healthcare workers. And don't get me wrong, I am super, super grateful for healthcare workers. Very, very glad that there's some wonderful, wonderful healthcare workers out there. I just feel pretty confident that there is nothing on this cart, which is my focus area, that is gonna meet that prompt. So for both of these squares, I just I did white out the prompt, and I put my little cheesy 32 for 2022, like my 32 like high priority books that I'm really, really hoping to read in 2022. So anyway, so I cheated a little bit. I really left a lot of things on here that I'm just, you know, I mean, I could have crossed out more, but I didn't. I left it alone. So anyway, I will leave the link to Heather's video, as well as the link to this bingo card if you guys are interested in looking at the prompts and seeing if it's something you'd like to participate in. So I'd love to hear about what you're reading this weekend. If you have any special plans for Memorial Day, yeah, just say hi. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, I understand. I hope you'll leave maybe an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. Booktube, please remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.